Okay now guys, are you ready for this? Because I sure hope you are. Evening and welcome, my name is Yuusha and welcome back to DanganRonpa 2. Goodbye Despair. I should hopefully have had the last episode up on Friday, but if not it'll be on Monday, and this is now the class trial. I am so determined to get this over with because I want to find out who the hell done it. Because right now I'm having a suspicion that it was actually, I think it's either Kazuichi or Gundam. Those are the only two I can think that could do it. They're the only two. As far as my deduction went from when I was off, those are the only two I can think of.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the
find out
class
who killed
trial.
Nekomaru. Because I want to get them
During
killed.
the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
Okay.
If you vote correctly, then only I will punish everyone besides. I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and raring to go.
Okay.
Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
Goodbye, Barnaby.
I'm not the main ingredient, right?
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me.
Yep.
I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is.
Good.
I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it?
She's like a bustier version of, No, wait. No, wait. She couldn't be related to Aoi Asahina, could she? She couldn't be related to Hina. She's got so many similar things like her.
You seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
I really want to find out who done it.
Why don't we try going over the incident?
I doubt it's Fihiko. I completely
We weren't
doubt
able
him.
to leave Strawberry House.
I'd completely
so
doubt
I want to
he's the
make
one
sure we
anyway.
get a detailed understanding.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape
I
Tower
still
from
don't trust Sonia.
Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Yeah.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning?
Well, yeah, if I remember correctly, she wanted to eat me alive.
Don't tell me you three were together since last night!
Huh?
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs.
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
Legs like those. I could probably do the splits real easy.
Yeah.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House and went to the tower together.
Yeah.
And then,
I'm still
the
confused
three
on
of us
exactly.
discovered Nekomaru's body.
I am so confused on what Nagito knows. I want to know what he knows.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously. As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
That's true.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
That's true.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer. Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
Oh.
What do you mean, definitely?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes.
Bit of a bold statement there, Akane.
One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
Well,
You're
damn.
the cruelest one here!
Now. Enough with the lovers' quarrel.
Oh.
We need to think about this seriously.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't
need
have
to.
the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
That's true.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon.
The weapon? Oh.
Well, the weapon is obvious, right?
Nagito?
What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You could totally tell just by looking.
You can tell what a weapon is just by looking? Wouldn't be much of a mystery if that were true. That is actually true. The only thing at the crime scene that looked like a weapon was probably... Oh, God. It looked like the hammer, but that just seems too easy. Oh my God! It's a tipped over pillar.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him!
Ah! Okay, it's not that. What's that to do with the crap they beat out? The hammer's definitely the weapon they used to beat out Nekomaru. That was after, I feel, though.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime!
Alright, I'm gonna have a listen to this, because this is gonna be a bit of a tough one. This
the hammer!
Anyway, this one's gonna be a very tough one.
The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him!
Ah, that hammer was brand new! Okay, I got it. Got it.
No, I can't accept that that hammer was the murder weapon.
Yep.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body. Just like human blood, right?
Yeah.
The hammer was used to beat Nekomaru. You'd expect some oil to be on it, at least.
That's true.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
And there's no way you can clean it either.
Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later.
How could it would leave a shine?
Why?
Yeah.
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
Then why bother cleaning the oil?
Yeah, why would you
If
do
they didn't
that?
want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
Yeah.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
Oh.
Baby gangsta?
Me?
Just so you all know, I was trying to test you guys.
He got his hopes too high for himself.
I thought, maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
Right.
Seems that was a waste of time.
Yeah.
Then what was the
well,
real
got rid of
weapon
it.
used to murder Nekomaru?
Actually, I don't think it's the pillar. However, I believe that the pillar was involved in bashing in his head, sadly.
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Then, how about we look at it from a different angle? If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
So the pillar. The actual weapon had oil on it. That's the broken pillar.
I see! The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Yep.
Then that pillar is the weapon. Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar.
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar.
That's true.
Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
Well, Gundam's not wrong.
Why?
We tried to move it, right?
Yeah, we did. We couldn't lift even a part of it. It's no use. It's barely budging. Didn't I tell you?
Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
And that's Nekomaru.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
It would be.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Doubt that.
Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide.
I hope
Then even if
he didn't.
Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
Well, I guess you're right.
So we're back to square one again.
The heck?
It does bother me a little. Yeah. That word oh yeah, the word suicide, because the fourth case was actually... By the way, the fourth murder of the killing school life was apparently ruled as suicide. Huh? No, that shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would commit suicide.
But that's a problem.
Yeah.
If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Huh? For reals?
Pulling it over?
Yes, for reals.
Oh,
I
okay.
see. So my gut was right after all. All right, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all.
Okay, Sonia.
Sonia, here I go!
Oh, wait, what? What was that? Alright, make your argument. Man, this is going to be a tough one. Good night, button. The pillar fragments. Maybe.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
No, but pushing it over.
What about tipping the pillar over?
Yes.
They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Yeah.
Sonia, you go, girl. I'm getting hella excited!
Okay. Interesting. Killer murdered Nekomaru by tipping over that pillar. Is that... No.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
The good night button.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over?
Ah, no. Damn.
Damn it!
Ah.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
Oil on the floor.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
So why would they need the...
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Considering the pillar's weight.
Oh! Pillar's weight. It's got to be the pillar's weight.
Damn it!
It's got to be the pillar's weight.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Considering the pillar's weight.
Oh, something doesn't feel right.
Damn it!
If it wasn't that heavy, we couldn't lift it.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If
Pillar
the pillar was not
fragments.
lifted,
The broken doorknob.
beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over?
No. Oh man, I'm lost on this one. Already I'm in
Damn
trouble.
it!
There's only two I can target on this one.
There's no need to lift.
If the pillar was beating him with it is...
What about tipping the pillar? They aimed right for his.
Even I could...
Considering that it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you...
Yeah, there's
I'm
only
getting
two.
hella excited!
Tipping it over. Tipping it over.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
The chain?
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Considering the pillar's weight.
No. Ah, something. I'm getting something wrong here, big time. What am I missing?
There's no need to lift that.
If the pillar was beating him with it is beyond...
What about tipping the pillar over?
No. What is it then?
Damn it!
I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a
I feel
dream.
like it's something to do with the goodnight button.
What about tipping the pillar? They aimed right for his.
Even I could probably tip...
Considering the pillar's weight.
No. What am I doing wrong?
Damn
I'm
it.
already messing up. Okay, hold on a minute. Pillar's weight. Pillar's weight. Pillar's weight. What is it, guys? I have no clue. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to. Already, I'm already failing. I'm gonna have to search this one just a slight little bit. I'm sorry. The broken. So the broken pillar. I almost went for that when it was tipping the. It was the pillar fragment.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
All right, why
If
is
the
it this
pillar
one?
was not beating him with it is beyond...
What about tipping the pillar over?
All
No,
right,
that's wrong.
let's see how I badly mistook this and almost died, shall we?
If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
That's right.
Huh? Fragments?
Oh yeah.
Pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's
That's
body,
right.
but there weren't any on top of his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his
Okay,
body
now
instead.
I remember. All right, it's been a little while, guys.
I
Have mercy
briefly
on me.
considered that too. But it's probably not what happened.
I see. That was entirely my bad.
Everybody's so submissive.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
That is the
How
penultimate
much
question.
longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Why are you so certain about that?
Yeah.
I just have a feeling.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we?
Yeah, that's true. Huh?
There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Oh.
Is that true?
Now I can
Then I
take
shall
notice.
ask you, what way is that?
You guys, the same as usual.
Huh?
You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent.
Wait.
And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh. What did you say? Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
He wanted us to figure it out.
Hey, Nagito, what the hell happened to you? How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
Yeah.
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough.
Yeah.
But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
A specific item?
Yep.
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Oh.
Ultimate weapon?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I
Oh,
know.
yeah, he does.
But I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
Everyone else has seen it.
We've seen it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon.
Really good.
I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 dark davers of destruction.
I see.
Oh, wow.
I don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
Yeah.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse.
That's a valid point, actually.
The secret of the funhouse?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Oh,
Except for Hajime?
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right?
He's just gonna keep on
Then
doing
I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse.
Yep, we gotta figure it out.
Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower.
No, it's something else now. Because the elevator, because it was pointing the other way, that'll make them right next to each other. But that doesn't explain how they both managed to lead to the same room.
But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower.
That is actually true.
It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
Shut up,
Full
Kazuichi.
show! I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
Okay. Two houses are connected to a tower in the middle. I thought that at first too, but I ended up finding proof that completely contradicts that. Oh yes, that was the compass. And it was Kazuichi's account, wasn't it? Strange feeling in tower.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
Ah, no. Yes, there we go. That was
No, that's
immediately
wrong.
it. I knew that. The moment it came up, that was it. Sorry, Sonia, but no.
Both of those towers, are they really the same place?
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
What?
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
I mean, doesn't it seem strange?
Yeah.
When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall.
Yeah.
But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
So what does that mean?
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place, right?
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
knows.
Does that mean he's wrong?
Yes.
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again.
Yeah.
Bow down.
Whoa, Sonia, hello. Okay. I won't not bow
Then
down.
how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
That's impossible. That's because of these sensors.
Well, we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower.
Everyone was there.
But we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it.
Huh?
While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
Sonia, what the
Nekomaru's
hell?
body wasn't the only thing moved.
Yeah.
Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there is no bread, let them eat cake.
Jesus, okay. Rebuttal. Here we go then. The broken door.
There are many different ways.
Oh, damn it. Wrong one.
The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Have this then, will ya?
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
Yeah.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly wielding the power of the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene.
Ah. No.
Crap.
Damn it.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear.
Oh, the Robo-Bear. That's true. Okay.
It seems you have forgotten.
Man, this one's gonna be a tough
Monokuma
one.
is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the pillar, the body. He could have moved it all, easy as pie.
Ah.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene.
Okay, there's something there.
It seems you have forgotten.
oil.
Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic robe, the pillar, the body, every...
There we go.
Allow me to cut through those words.
That's the one, the oil.
Moving the body and pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
Yep.
Huh?
Yeah, the oil. What do you think?
When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically
Yeah.
moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
Pretty much. Uh-oh, sorry.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
It's all right. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
Wait a minute. I just thought of something. What if the middle, the tower actually goes up itself and Great Tower is above Strawberry Tower? Could that be possibly it?
So
No,
what
actually, that
really
probably wouldn't
happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
work. That was true.
Yeah, the e-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
And we're
If
wrong.
they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
That is a tricky question. Oh, Jackie's thinking.
No idea, huh?
This mystery ties into the secret of the funhouse. But we don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. The only thing we can do is rely on the one person who has those clues. That's Nagito.
Hey, Nagito.
Oh.
I thought it would come to this.
Oh, am I
knew
gonna
my
be?
turn was coming
Am I
up.
gonna be Nagito now?
Fine. I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
But then it wouldn't mean anything.
Yeah.
I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it will help me determine
Who
something.
it is. Determine? Is he talking about the traitor? Oh yes. So why did Nagito say that all of a sudden? Did something happen to him?
But how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
Well, he cleared the final
I
victim.
have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
Oh yes. He performed the appropriate action in order to the life-threatening game.
I see.
You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it.
Yep.
In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself. From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
What did you see? I'm thinking it was the tower.
Scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you. At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
Oh.
You took a picture?
Yep.
Oh. Nagito grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital camera from his inner pocket.
See? This is it.
It's the tower, isn't he? And as he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture. What?
Let me explain it to you again.
Huh? Excuse me? So, we're in a castle? If that's the case, and he's looking out the window and this is the ultimate clue, that means that that's the tower. That means that's the tower. So if Strawberry House is on the right-hand side, that means the two buildings must be connected.
I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room.
Wow.
But don't you think it's weird?
That is very odd.
If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
A lot of things. There's no building on the other side. Lots of things. Shouldn't make sense in this picture?
Then let's begin. Shall I call
it... Oh,
am
I doing logic dive?
Thinking time.
It's logic dive. It's got to be. What doesn't make sense in this picture? There's no building.
Here!
There's no other building on the other end.
If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was,
there'd be another building. Square
Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle.
Yep.
Which means, if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind you.
Man, that's so weird.
But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
Yeah.
I see. And is that it?
No. Like I said, there's lots of things that don't make sense in this photo, which means there are other contradictions contained in it. Oh, wow. Doesn't make sense in this picture. This. No. It's not a natural.
Crap!
Damn it. Is this all down here?
Here!
It's trees.
You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right?
Yeah.
If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yes.
Yeah, it should have been.
But it wasn't.
Then, this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken
Grape
from
House
the first
is
floor.
below it.
The angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
Yeah. So that means Grape House is below us.
That's right.
This is lower.
Good call. In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo.
So they are on top of each other. I was right.
The first floor
Holy
of
God.
Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
It's lower.
It's not? Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
Pretty much.
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me, if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this.
Grape House is below
It
it.
might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school
Stop
student.
sniping, for God's sake.
Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
Ah, the other clue? Is he talking about that one time? Oh, when he magically appeared. Why, hello there, Hajime. Nagito? Why are you here? Because I showed up. You showed up? How did you even come here? Maybe I teleported.
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The top floor, right?
Yeah.
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already?
He came from the
Top floor. So the 3rd floor?
But the Monokuma archive should be the only room on the 3rd floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
There's another room. And that's where the final dead room actually connects to. The dead room is connected to the Monokuma room. What's that thing just now? Another hint to figuring out the mystery behind the funhouse's structure? The reason Nagito appeared from the 3rd floor is in the photo he took. I might be able to find the answer if I just think back. Let's do this. Alright, logic dive. Let's go. Right. So we're taking this one question at a time. This is a tough one already. Alright, remember the controls. Thank God for that. Oh, no. Woohoo! Woohoo! Alright, question number 1. Oh, no. Oh, bloody hell. Well, that... Oh my god. Just go through there already. Why does Hajime have these in his head? Question 1. Strawberry House and Grape House both exist. They do exist. Of course they exist, otherwise they wouldn't have all the rooms that they do. Oh god, that was sneaky. I see how this is going to be. The logic dives are going to get much harder. Oh, oh gosh. Alright, question number 2. No. Oh god. Oh wow, okay. Question 2. Are Strawberry House and Grape House the same building or 2 different buildings? They're the same building. They are the same building. So we weren't wrong on that part. We were just wrong on one more minor detail. That was the only bit we was near enough wrong about. Come on now. Come on. Woohoo! Oh. I love the logic dive. It's so cool. Woohoo! Alright, question 3. Are Strawberry House and Grape House horizontally? They're horizontal. Oh no! It was vertically. Bollocks! It's vertically. Horizontal is a cross. It's vertical. Ah, Yuusha did dum-dum. There we go. So, they both exist. They are exactly the same building, but vertical.
It's all coming together.
So that means he went up.
I got it. I know the secret of the funhouse.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
Come on, Nagito. You'll know what I'll give.
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all.
Yep.
So where did Grape House go? There was only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House.
Yep, and the only place that could be is below.
Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
Then the 2 houses aren't 2 different 3-story buildings.
No.
They're actually one 6-story building?
Yep.
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Yeah. Strawberry House is located is the floors above Grape House.
I see!
Because otherwise he wouldn't have been able to make it where he did.
On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located.
Yep. Wow,
Because
this
of
was
that,
a tough one.
the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle.
Yes.
Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Yep.
Oh, snap. I never expected that the 2 houses were connected vertically.
Why is she trying to use Duolingo?
But what about the shape of the building? The 2 houses were completely different shapes.
Yes, but no.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
Yeah.
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with 2 different shapes.
Yeah.
A quadrilateral and a hexagon. Overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them.
Okay, yes.
And it worked, didn't it?
Oh, it worked completely.
Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the 2 houses were 2 separate, distinct buildings.
In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
Otherwise that would spoil it. Oh my god. Prank, bro. A filthy prank. Is that a filthy prank joke?
Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
Well, he's not wrong.
Then it's true? The building was really like that?
That's right!
Yep.
Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
That's a very clever trick,
Constructing
though.
a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
No.
Yeah, Strawberry
yeah,
Tower
sorry.
and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building.
So that means the center bit is actually...
Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House, Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
So that's why there's a difference in the handle being broken and why the bodies didn't move. It's got to have an elevator in the actual tower itself to go up. So that way it makes
However,
it look exactly
if
the
there's
same.
different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
The tower has
your
an elevator.
precious hammies don't know? But it's so simple. Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash.
Ah, the technician.
I see. Do whatever you like.
Aw, poor sir. Poor
Definitely make her watch me.
Kazuichi.
I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
No, it doesn't mean stand by. Oh, okay, go on then, Kazuichi. I'm probably going to have to argue with you on this one. I'm going to keep the broken doorknob.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Then hurry up, dumbass!
Yeah.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
No. That's got to be the one.
Damn it!
How's it a dummy? How's it a dummy?
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
The good night button.
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
No, no.
Damn it!
Let me have a look at this.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Then hurry up, dumbass!
Chain. There was no chain.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
Yeah.
It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
No.
Magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
Sonia has totally fallen for good.
I'm gonna solve this mystery.
Alright, it's not the dummy.
One of the
It's not the
bodies
dummy.
was actually a dummy!
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
Yeah, he did die with a mechanical body.
Damn it!
Man, this one's a tough one.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a
You mean a fake?
Nekomaru died. It should be possible to...
You're magnificent!
No fair! You told.
So which
So
one?
it's only
Shut
those
up!
two.
Just pick one of them.
Right, it's gotta be the dummy one. It's gotta be.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
No. Which one is it then?
Damn it!
It's gotta be the dummy one. It's gotta be.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Then hurry up, dumbass!
Strange feeling in tower. Why do we do that?
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a
Yes, it was.
No, that's wrong.
I had to use that one twice. Holy God. Okay, got it.
Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's
Yeah,
account.
you proved it already.
Me?
Yeah.
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said...
Not just that, the parts that I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body all moved too. Oh.
Right up until that moment, you were
Yeah.
disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower.
Yeah, so he can fix the button.
The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Yeah.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Oh, Sonia.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke.
She's strong. Oh, I feel sorry for Kazuichi now. He'll never be spotted by Sonia. She's just tearing into him.
You are joking, right?
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer.
He's not the killer.
If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall.
Yeah.
It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
Yes, because he would be able to repair it regardless.
I see. That is disappointing.
Oh, you bitch!
I'm even more disappointed.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
You're very active in this one,
The
Gundam.
reason Nekomaru's body was in both
It's either Sonia or
towers,
Nekomaru. No, it's
even though
either
it was
Sonia or
supposed to be
Gundam
on
now.
different floors.
Yeah.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that? A device that
an
moves things
elevator.
to different floors in the same building?
It's an elevator. A device that transports things to different floors in the same building. I haven't seen that before. Alright, let's do this. It's an elevator! Hangman's Gambit. Are we really doing a Hangman's Gambit for this? It's an elevator. It's EE. No, that's not right. Come on, where's an E? Give me an E. Come on, where's an L? Give me an L. Come on, V. Yes. Look at that, it's marvellous. Where's an A? Where's an A? Give me an A. Come on. Ah, this one's fast. Come on, R. Give me an R. Give me an R. Elevator. I was right about it being an elevator, and I thought I was wrong. Holy God. Lovely.
You must be talking about an elevator.
What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
So, by the entire time that we thought it was shutting Grape House's door, it was actually opening. It was actually powering the elevator.
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself.
Yes.
The inside of the tower is one big elevator.
That's probably how the Monokuma head managed to get in there in the first
Which means
place.
the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator.
Yep.
So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right?
Yep.
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Yep.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
Yeah.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Yep.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far
It's
back
all
door
an
when you enter
illusion.
from Grape Tower?
That's probably the way out.
And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
It was all a big trick.
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
True.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right?
That was already... No, that wasn't there before.
But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
Yep.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
Yes.
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Okay.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
That hasn't changed. The things that didn't change when we moved between the two towers. The end doors were locked. We couldn't open them. That includes the body, the pillar, the oil. We've been talking about the stuff for a while now. There shouldn't be anything strange about them. Not even the fact that they all moved with the elevator. The one thing that these all having... They were all on the floor.
I see!
They were all on the floor.
Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
And?
Oh.
And?
Why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer.
Oh.
The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
Oh? Something unique about it. You can only enter one side at a... No. No, that was wrong.
Damn it!
Wait. So, let's have a look at this again. Only the floors move. It's an enormous... There's no ceiling. No, no! Oh no! I'm gonna die! It's an enormous circle. Only the floor moves.
I see!
Only the floor.
So that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Only the floor moved?
Yeah.
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was.
Yeah.
That's why we saw different doors in each tower.
That makes even more sense.
Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design.
It was all to trick us. Very
and
clever
on the fourth
trick.
floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
It's a good question.
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
That's what I think. Man.
Just for show? Why was something like that necessary?
To make us think that they were connected.
So we falsely believed that the doors were connected to where their picture signified.
So that whoever had done the final dead room would be able to notice that. And they'd be the one to know the secret.
It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
Yes.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Did you hear that, mon ami?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
Caress? Huh?
Like, there's no way that's gonna happen.
By the way,
Oh yeah,
what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
The chain? That's a
It
good
was
question.
probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
As far away from Strawberry Tower? But why?
Why?
If they done it and they got the weapon, why would they need to do that? They wouldn't.
Because
they
of
would
that
know.
chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Like you said, I could probably use these parts to repair the button, but seriously, hold on. Even if you do repair the button, what's going to happen to the chain on the other side of the door? Chain? The door that leads to Strawberry Hall has a chain wrapped around the doorknob. Even if you fix the button on the Strawberry Hall side, the door won't open as long as that chain is there. You don't need to worry about that at all. That's why he told us not to worry. Huh?
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower.
Right.
Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse.
That makes even more sense.
The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building.
Yeah.
In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand.
Which is the doors being the way they were. That makes a lot of sense.
And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building.
Yeah.
The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Well, yeah.
Would it really have
Deception.
inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
Yeah, because we would have known that they'd done the final dead
It
room.
would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
Okay.
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
Jesus Christ, Sonia. What is with Sonia? And Gundam?
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right? If so, How does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
That is a good question. I see, now that you mention it, I completely forgot about that matter.
If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But does this reflect reality? Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator.
It's true, and on Strawberry it's left.
And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator. Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower. Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
That rhymed.
What does this mean?
Sonia, really? Agree. What does this mean? We know that it turns 180 degrees. That was found out by the multi-tool that Nagito had. But it doesn't explain exactly what's happened here. If my back was facing the elevator in Strawberry House, the tower was on my left. How can I break through this contradiction? It's the compass. It's gotta be. Kazuichi's account, that's it. Kazuichi's account. He's the one who found out that it rotated.
The two houses are connected vertically.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Here.
The elevator wasn't just moving vertically.
Yep.
Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Huh? Me?
Yeah.
Hey, come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you, right?
Ah, that. Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Mm-hmm.
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees.
So that means it must have gone down and circled around.
It
Yeah.
was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side.
Oh my god, that makes even more sense.
Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
Oh, I don't want to use this as a thumbnail
And thanks to that,
give it away.
the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
That made even more sense. They move up at the same
An
time.
elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
Well, we were in an amusement park.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know.
Yeah.
And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
That's not splendid at all. You're inhuman.
So you want to be.
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with.
Alright,
I'm
alright.
different from these lowly humans.
God damn.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff.
Okay.
What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Yeah, that is the biggest question.
You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
Oh.
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Ah.
Oh my... I can't believe I have to explain that now. As long as you know what an Octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
8 sides, 6 sides, 4 sides. As long as you know what an octagon means. 8 sides. It's an 8-sided shape.
I see!
If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
So 4, 6, 8. That's below Grape House.
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable. I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting
Below
of the name
Grape Tower.
Octagon?
It'd be below Grape Tower. It's probably... down here.
Crap! Crap!
I seriously just lost by doing that. Are you kidding me? damn it! I actually thought it would be down there because 8 sides, 4, 6, 8. That's ridiculous.
This is my...
Yeah, I'm going to retry now.
We will never give up!
Wouldn't the octagon be suited for... Here?
Crap! Crap!
Octagon would be...
Crap!
So where could a 8-side shape?
Crap! Crap!
What is with this one?
Crap!
I thought it would have been down here. So 8 sides. That's got 6 sides. That's got 4 sides. It can't be above there.
Crap!
Eight sides.
Crap!
So where's an octagon? I can't see one. Three, 1, 2, 3. I can't see it. I honest to God can't see it.
Crap!
What is it? I am so confused now. I am so annoyed. I am so annoyed.
Crap!
So, wouldn't it be... Hold on a minute. Hold on. Hold on a minute. I just realised where it is. I just realised.
This is
God damn. That's clever.
We will never give up.
Between the square and the hexagonal part of the tower.
Crap! Here!
There we go. It was there.
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Why is that place the octagon?
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house?
Yeah.
If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges.
Yeah, so that means
it becomes
there's
an 8-sided shape.
That just solves an even bigger mystery.
That's basically the gist of it.
Right.
The true identity of the octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
A lot of them.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
Yep.
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the octagon.
Right.
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the funhouse.
Oh.
Which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru.
Oh. What? What?
Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery, and then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
Wow.
The funhouse itself is the weapon, so they killed using the building structure?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building.
Right, that makes sense.
But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime.
That is kind of amazing. Whoa, okay, he's back to being weird.
Truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
Yeah, the funhouse is the true identity of the ultimate weapon? So does that mean he crushed Nekomaru? What does this mean? How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? And who is the killer who did that? I'm thinking it's either Sonya or Gundam. Those are the only two I can think of. Okay, fast trial suspended. Come on then. Hey!
Hiya!
Why, hello there! I thought of a new bad word to call Monomi. I can already tell it won't be pleased by this. Then let me say it right away. I'm already used to insults and slander. There's no way I'll get hurt by mere word. Monomi is a serious stuffalty. That much is more straightforward than I expected. Stuffalty, huh? Ch-ch-ch, that's not it. That's not it at all. Stupid, fat, and ugly. The perfect jet stream attack incorporating all three of these would be... Ta-da! Stuffalty! Huh? Oh, there's a fat hidden in there.
Okay, everyone.
Yeah, I can tell.
All together now. Monomi is a serious Stuffalty.
Monomi is a serious Stuffalty. Oh dear. I'm sorry, I had to. Yes, I'm going to continue this because I am so happy now it's going. Come on, reopen this. Bring us back into it.
Hello.
Oh, God.
I hope your day is well. I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up. Ugh, my heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy.
Okay.
Yeehaw! Ah, but be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons.
Yeah.
And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
Yeah, don't worry, I've already done that. Just.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
Well, that was quick.
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
Sonya?
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Nekomaru's murderer?
Yeah.
Is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
Yeah.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Whoa, okay.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
But it wasn't.
You say such falsehoods, per usual.
Whoa.
There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder. Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
Oh.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Alright, Akane, we know.
Akane! You were drooling waterfalls?
Go, chase waterfalls. I had to do it. Nagito, as usual, I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not.
Anyway, if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Yes. Nekomaru's cause of death, huh? That's a very tough one. He was probably horribly damaged. Let's see if he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. But if he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilised the building structure. So, what was Nekomaru's cause of death? Crushed. No, I was wrong. He was crushed by the air. That sounds quite painful. So where and how did he be crushed?
Crap!
Wow, so I was wrong. I was wrong, it wasn't that. Okay. He was tied up, beaten sensitive with a blunt object, but if he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilised the building structure. So involving the structure. Falling.
I see!
Oh my god!
That's it? I think he might have died from falling.
Died from falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected,
you wouldn't think about
and
it.
the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
That, I don't know yet.
Yeah, from all the way from... So, he possibly pushed him down 3 stories.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower.
Yeah.
You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Yeah.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
No, not quite like that.
But my gut is going crazy right now.
Oh, Kawano. If Nekomaru died from falling, where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? That is the biggest question. If I'm going to reach the truth behind this incident, I need to solve that mystery next. If I remember, in the final dead room, there was a door that went down below. So I'm guessing that's where Nagito went to connect to the other floor. But there might be a way. There might be. Maybe he kept the door open. Somehow. Good night button. Ah, the good night button. Locks alarm timer. I don't know about that.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
No.
How about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on, did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside...
Moving object, that's it.
The other door won't open.
Good night button, that's it.
Which means the elevator wouldn't have...
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
That's it. Thank you, Kazuichi.
When the elevator is up, you can't go through the door on the 4th.
It'd be impossible to
Then, how about after locking they moved the elevator from the 4th and made use of the drop?
Hold on, did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object...
The sleep
No,
button.
that's wrong!
Sorry if you heard noises then, that was
That
very
sensor
loud.
should only work if something is moving.
Yeah.
If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Yep.
Could it be his sleep mode?
Yes.
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
Yep.
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes?
That's what I was about to explain, before Kazuichi interrupted me. Silence, pest!
Whoa!
Now you're calling me a pest?
Jesus! A way to create a drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru's still in it. The wires! The pillar! Isn't that a way? Isn't the pillar a way? Jackie seems to have an idea, but why could that be? Make your argument. Okay. The wire, I'm thinking. The pillar could have done.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
Yes.
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious.
No.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
Oh, the pillar. Pillar. It's the pillar.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop.
So you're telling to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement. The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
No, it wasn't the pillar.
Crap!
Right.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop
Maybe
within the
hammer?
elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious.
No, it's not the hammer. No, it's not. I feel it's Sonia. I think
If you
Sonia
arrange
knows.
it a certain... You can cause the drop...
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement is...
hammer is suspicious.
There's got to be a contradiction. Can't be an agreement.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
No, that's the blood.
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Yep. No. No.
Crap!
I got a bit
If
excited.
you arrange it, you can cause the drop.
So you're telling to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement. The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we...
What about the oil on the floor?
That's his blood.
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
Yeah.
Silence, pest!
Ooh.
Don't be so cold. What if I start to enjoy it?
No, don't do that, Kazuichi. So I've got to find a way to agree. The oil on the floor.
If you arrange it a certain way,
Oil.
you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement.
The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over...
What about the oil on the floor?
No. So.
Crap!
It's got to be one of them.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
Ah.
So you're telling us all to think
Cause
about
the
the
drop.
arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
No.
Crap!
What would it be?
If you arrange it a certain way,
I got it!
you can cause the drop within the
Oh
elevator.
my god!
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement,
It's the
right?
wire on the
arrangement
doorknob.
is...
The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about
Heikky,
time...
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
That's it!
I agree with that.
Whoa! Wow!
Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it?
Yeah, it did.
That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
Yeah.
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop.
And it snapped off his leg.
If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob,
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
Yeah.
That's right. He was suspended in midair.
Huh?
Yeah, he
The
was.
killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower
Wow.
and suspended Nekomaru in midair.
Wow.
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like...
You better not finish that sentence.
Oh, I'd love to hear that sentence. Damn it. Wow.
the killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Yeah.
Too easy.
Whoa, Kazuichi. Excuse you. Wow.
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that.
Why?
If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall? Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
No, there's another way. The pillar. The pillar.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push. There's no way they could do that.
Right.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
Come on.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off.
Yeah.
It's possible that he fell on his own.
The alarm.
Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru...
There we go.
Allow me
Oh,
to
it's the
cut
next
through
one.
those words.
Well, I didn't even see what that was, but there we go. So his own alarm clock would done
What
it.
do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
Yeah.
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
He has an alarm inside his
Yeah.
body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
Which was 7 o'clock.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why...
You'd be in an instant panic.
If something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right?
Yep.
Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
Yeah.
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Yeah. So he must have fell onto the actual pillar. Oh, wow.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it.
Yeah, I think it was unexpected.
If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
That's true. Killer didn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason that even happened was because... In that case, I should use my full power! With an fierce roar. God damn it, English. Nekomaru put all of his power into grabbing the doorknob with both hands. But... It just didn't... Not yet. Here it comes. The incredible strength of 1,000,000 horsepower. Wait, isn't it creaking? If you break off the doorknob, we'll be stuck in here. That's really what it was. And that's the clue Nekomaru left for us to find.
I see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig.
Oh, 'cause we
Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
No, Kazuichi's become a masochist.
I believe you gave your all.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
This guy, he gets off on this.
So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor.
No.
Of course, you know that too, right?
Yeah, he went straight into the pillar. Doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor. He crashed into the pillar. He collided with the pillar.
I see!
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar!
Yep.
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
Oh, yes.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
It was too conspicuous.
Well, the pillar was a bonus.
Yeah.
It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
That is also true.
At this point, it is quite difficult to
But
find
then
a
again,
clue
they
that
could
will
give
lead to
themselves
the
an
killer.
alibi. This could give them an alibi, though.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Oh.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Nah, that's impossible. 'Cause even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Yeah, that's true.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
And then the whole thing would have been useless.
Here's yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know!
Another mystery I don't understand? Seriously, it's just one after another. I can't choke up at a time like this. Just a little more and I'll be able to reach the truth. Should definitely be a clue to breaking through this contradiction. Alright, let's have a look. It's got to be the clocks in the buildings. Yeah, wall clock. Wall clock.
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
Before.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
Yeah.
His time of death and the time the body was discovered.
There was no
One of those
such
must
thing.
be an illusion.
Yeah, one of them.
The killer probably did some tampering.
Nekomaru's is impossible to
He
alter.
probably
so-
messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
No.
That's gotta be it!
No, it's not that one. It's not, because his is the best clock in the world. It's a radio one. It has the exact time.
We headed for Grape Tower. Before
It's a
7
radio
a.m.,
clock,
I am
that's why.
certain.
I'm
But the
sorry,
alarm
Akane,
inside
but
was
it's
set
yours
for
that has
7.
to be
Nekomaru
sharp on
died.
this
His
one.
time of death and one of those must.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside.
No, sorry,
No,
Akane.
that's wrong.
That one's the incorrect one.
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
Yep.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Nope.
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock
Maybe.
inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
Yeah, you did.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
That doesn't mean they weren't
If
tampered.
there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
Gunda, what's going on
I
with
never
you?
misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
Wow. It's time-related contradiction. I don't think I should doubt the testimonies. I should doubt the clock. It's no mistake that something was done, but... what was it? Just, perhaps we've overlooked something. Maybe we're misunderstanding something. Think. Focus and think. Should be able to find the answer to that mystery. Logic dive time. Come on. I think I'm starting to get a grasp of this. I think I'm finally seeing a picture. This one is so difficult, though. This one is so difficult. And I am fascinated with it. Oh, whoops. Oh, I don't have to... okay, I was pressing the wrong button this whole entire time. Woohoo! Come on in. Come on. Where's the questions? Bring on the questions. Woohoo! Alright, question 1. What did Hajime and the others misunderstand? Time in the building. Oh, come on, I made that! It's the time in the building. We don't know who the killer is, and the murder... we didn't mistake where the murder happened. Because it was all the same place, so it has to be the time in the building. Alright, let's go. Come on. Alright, how's this gonna play out? Oh, man. Just... whoop. Well, nimble. Oh wow, that's gonna be a tough jump. Alright. How am I gonna make that jump then? There we go. Just had to slow down. Come on. Wow, this one's cool though. There we go, made it. Well, that was a bit tricky. Alright. Question 2. Which clock was... the building's clocks. It's building's clocks. We've already deciphered that the Nekomaru's can't be tampered with, so there's no way it could be both for Nekomaru's. Come on. There we go. Oh, this is cool. I like this. Woohoo! I love the logic dive, as annoying as it can be slightly. It's still pretty cool. And I've realised that those little yellow bits are actually checkpoints as well. It took me forever to realise that. Woohoo! There we go, find the question. Which house had it right? It's both houses. It's got to be both houses. Because both of them have the same time, and if Nekomaru's can't be tampered with, it must be both houses. In theory. So that's what's happened. There we go. Beautiful.
It's all coming together. You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yep.
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
How do you know?
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
Yeah.
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
That's true.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
Yeah.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time
so
off?
much effort put into killing Nekomaru, though. It's incredible. She's right, that's the main problem. I need to clarify about how much the time was off after the killer messed with the clocks. Ooh, that's definitely the next mystery. We're going to reach the truth in one go. Come on. I think it's 2 hours. Akane's count. Clock's alarm timer.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
Yeah, that's it.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
Yeah, that's true. That was
the problem is, what time would 7:30 be? In our time.
That is the biggest problem.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
If only I heard the sound when he fell.
Oh.
It would have been a great clue.
Oh, Akane.
He's not the type.
Akane.
Only Nekomaru. We would have heard it too. There's no point in if does not exist in this world.
Akane, come on, Akane.
If the time in the building, then we can only rely. The time of death was clearly 7.
The problem is, in our time.
Are there any clues that can...
If only I heard the sound when he fell.
Yes.
I agree with that.
Yes. Come on, Akane.
That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Yep.
Rumbling?
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Yep.
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
Yeah.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House
It was 2 hours
Lounge.
behind because the alarm went off at 5:30.
What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Hold on with me 1 second, guys. Yeah, I was hungry, alright? Amanda uses food. And I think I know why she didn't hear anything, because she's in a soundproof room.
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
No.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
Yeah.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane!
Oh. That rumbling sound we heard at 5:30 a.m. It's like the answer was 2 hours. Yep, 2 hours.
I see!
Simple maths.
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours?
There's one thing that doesn't make
That
sense, and
much?
that's Hiko's account.
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
Yeah.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
Yeah.
The reason is obvious. So they can lure out just Nekomaru.
Yep, lure out only Nekomaru?
If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone,
Because
right?
he was the only one with the correct time.
From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Besides messing with the time, the killer also used a specific thing. They were trying to lure only Nekomaru, then that specific thing is the clock's alarm. No? No. No, not that one. No, not that one. I meant his actual alarm clock. Monokuma Tai Chi.
I see!
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Great Tower every morning at 7 a.m.
So
for
if
that
the hours
activity,
off by 2
right?
hours, that would explain why Hiko saw him going down the stairs.
But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru.
Yep.
His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
Oh, yes.
When I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning...
It was 5 o'clock.
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m.
Which would have been 7 a.m.
And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m.
So that solves it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
Yep.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Oh, yes.
Too early. He didn't even ask you yet.
Jeez, how outrageous. I honestly didn't expect everyone to ditch Monokuma Tai Chi.
Oh.
But it turned out like this after all, so I guess it can't be helped.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right?
Yep.
We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Oh, Monokuma.
Ah, jeez. That's, well, how should I put it?
You done messed up.
What was it? You know, tripping over a foot, or something like that.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Yep.
Wrong! Too bad.
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it! It's incorrect!
No, that was correct.
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery.
Yeah, please.
Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru,
how do we establish who the killer is?
The number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Yep.
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
The alarm.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
Because he witnessed it around 5 a.m.
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off.
That's
Plus,
true,
it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
Quite a few people.
Remember now.
Oh.
The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room.
Bloody hell, bloody
There
fireworks.
was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
It'd be Gundam. It'd be Gundam. It's whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time, right? It's Gundam. It's Gundam. Come here, Gundam. It's you. No. No.
Crap.
No, it's not. Wait, so who is it then? It isn't Kazuichi. Sonia?
Crap.
No. The person who doesn't have an alibi is Nagito.
You're the only one!
Yes, Nagito!
The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
I remember
That's
now.
right. Nagito wasn't there. It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
But he was in a soundproof room, wasn't he?
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy.
No, I know why he didn't.
You weren't in your room, were you?
He was.
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something!
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna
Oh.
suicide dive you!
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
Soundproof room.
It's merely the foolish talk
It's
of
you,
the
Gundam.
weak.
It's you.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
Yep.
You're definitely fucking lying.
No, it's telling the truth.
However, that is also true for me. It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
Wait a minute, hold on, Sonia. What did you mean there? Hold on. How do you know about Strawberry House's alarm?
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too.
That's because you're all in soundproof rooms, huh?
I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it. But it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know.
Soundproof rooms.
Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common. And I'm sure you'll figure it out.
So why did Gundam hear it if he's in a soundproofed room? Oh, yeah, it's him. Oh, sorry, I missed that. The secret is what these three have in common? Also, the secret... Oh, wait, no. Gundam was in a medium room. What we do? Hangman's Gambit. Soundproof. No. Right, D. No. E. Right. Ah, decent rooms. Del... So wait, Del... What? Deluxe. Deluxe, it's deluxe. Deluxe, come on. Oh, come on, where's a no? Give me a no, damn it. There we go, lovely.
I got
Deluxe rooms. Because they are soundproof.
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki, the three of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right? If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
The guest rooms are divided up by quality grade. The deluxe room is soundproof and has excellent air insulation. The standard room may have so-so insulation, but it's still pretty decent. And the crummy room has severe airflow and draft problems.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise...
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student talent?
Wait, that's what it is? Damn.
Now then, you guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
It's Gundam.
Oh, hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well,
Gundam had a deluxe room and he heard the alarm.
And
sorry, I didn't mean to skip that. Somehow I feel like I understand what Nagito means. Killer among us. Killer who murdered Nekomaru. Now it's Gundam. Now it's you. Now have it.
You're the only one!
Yes! You're Gundam's killer.
Gundam, there's something I want to ask you.
Oh. Chance.
When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
Yeah, he did.
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Yeah.
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Yep.
Now that you mention it...
Gundam?
Uh-oh.
There is only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Yep, he was out and about.
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko.
Oh.
Me?
Yeah.
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Until the moment that alarm started ringing. If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Yes.
Even though Nekomaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest. The killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Yep.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower.
Yep. They needed him to be.
Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
So the alarm went off, so he had an alibi.
Once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room.
Yeah.
Just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Because I was in the lounge.
Because you was there, you ruined everything.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
Oh, Gundam. Hey, what are you doing? This is raucous. It's louder than the Supreme Ruler than ever were bellowing for sacrifice. Don't go making all that noise so suddenly.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
Nope.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out.
Ah.
That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but
That never
how
happened.
ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam?
Yeah,
Please,
Sonya's in love with him.
can you at least say something?
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess?
Huh?
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Is that your argument?
You bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic.
Oh.
The truth shall now commence. At the
Oh,
time,
he's breaking.
I left my room to go to
Oh,
the bathroom.
Gundam,
By
why?
coincidence, I heard the alarm.
Why?
That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
Yeah.
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out.
Yep.
Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway.
Oh.
So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime,
Whoa.
this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Excuse me?
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Uh-oh, Monica,
Perhaps
what
I
did you
should
give him?
say, it's just a farce.
What?
Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers.
Whoa.
Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it?
Yep.
At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder.
Yep.
What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Oh.
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
He knows what's coming.
You said opening act again!
Oh, it's up to you,
Please hold
Monica.
on! We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal!
He's got no rebuttal.
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption.
Gundam,
In
it's
fact,
you.
I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Alright then, show us proof.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
This is where you come in, Nagito.
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator.
Not only that, they also broke the Strawberry House door.
Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side.
Yeah.
If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, he wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing.
It is Gundam.
Which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
No, it's not.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
We got proof of that.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
Come on, Nagito. That's wrong. When something is obviously wrong, that's when a contradiction is born. There's no such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome. Come on. Nagito's sudden appearance. Where is it? Oh. Oh god, okay. That's a bit different.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses.
That's the one.
As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
That's true.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House...
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
No, there's a way.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
No, there's no accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
Come on, Gundam, tell the truth already. Come on, there was the contradiction. That was the one I needed.
The only means of travel between...
Yes!
No, that's wrong! No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Uh-oh.
Such a method does not exist!
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
Yep. Nagito. Come on, Nagito.
You're the only one! Nagito, you should know.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
Yep. Nagito? Why are you here? Because I showed up.
There's a secret passage connecting the 1st floor of Strawberry House to the 3rd floor of Grape House.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show up. But you're right. There's a door on the floor
Why is he telling
of
us
the
reserve student?
which is on the 1st floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down...
Where did it come out then?
Surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the 3rd floor of Grape House.
But where did it come out is my only question.
Meaning, the 3rd floor and the 4th floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
Oh, yes.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
Whoa, okay. Hi, Gundam.
However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
Then everything would be impossible.
There's no way they didn't know.
Yeah.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion.
Gundam, give it up.
If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
Yeah.
What did you say? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Oh my god. Okay, didn't expect to hear that line here. Alright, so what would it be?
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail, I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I can't back down!
Damn it. I didn't expect that. Just a bit more. Come on.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail, I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Come on. Come here.
I already proved the secret passage exists.
Yep.
The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light.
Damn it.
Damn it!
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail, I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I already proved the secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Yep.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light!
Provide me evidence.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion.
Crap!
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur!
Wire, maybe.
If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom.
Yes!
Allow me to cut through those words!
Come here, Gundam.
The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body, the hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
Yep.
The only place I can think of is the Octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Yes, we did.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
Yep. Uh-oh.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
It seems this is the end.
Yep.
Normally, we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case.
What?
But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
Hey, what are you...
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator was probably broken by that point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point. So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded.
Oh.
They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And, without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
Yep, that's true.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay?
Damn.
Through this,
Taking my
Gundam
job.
successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru, so by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Oh.
Hold on! You... What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
Whoa, okay, that's the bit that you're
What's wrong
upset
with
about?
that?
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
What?
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything
Jesus.
at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet.
Why not?
I cannot finish!
Jesus.
What do you intend to do?
Yeah.
It's obvious! I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions!
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
True.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Yeah, that would be different.
Just as I thought. Truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument. It was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
Alright then.
That's wrong, Gundam.
Yep.
You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power.
If
And
Dark
as
Dave
for
has done
the
it.
other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
I guess you really don't want to admit it. And just as you requested, I'll provide an argument that leaves you no choice but to be persuaded. It's the Dark Davers of destruction. Come on, panic talk action. Come on, Gundam. Time now.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! Show me the cadaver! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither!
It's the Tanaka Empire.
Crushed as
I've
David
forgotten.
prophesied! For the Tanaka Empire! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire!
Is this cheating?
Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get behind him
Oh
so
no, I've done it
easily?
wrong. I've done it wrong. I knew it'd be the Dark Davers, god damn it. Come on. D4 Dark Davers.
It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can...
This is the end!
Come here, Gundam. It was your own hamsters that done it.
Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck.
Yep.
As long as you had the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Oh?
Oh.
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
Yep.
Of course that'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundams. In
Yep.
fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Yep. Back with this one. Emissary of Evil. In accordance with our ancient contract, the time has come to lend me your aid. Pierce through Supernova Silver Fox Sunday! Yeah, and it pressed the button. Oh! Oh! That was it? It pressed the button. Truly, this is the skyline limitation art of the Demon Mouse. Soon the door of destiny shall open.
Now that you mention
he
it,
did.
after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one
Yep.
of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right?
Yeah, he did.
Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Mechamaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
Yep.
How about it, Gundam?
He's got insane.
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it?
Whoa.
Did you say
Okay.
you admit it?
Yeah, he
It
did.
appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere.
Well done.
Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere
He's
trash on
telling
the
us
side of
to
the
just
road.
do it.
Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own two hands.
Come on, Gundam, that's it for you. Closing argument. Oh, come on, I thought... oh, come on, I thought Nagito was doing this. Okay, it's none of those. No, it's not that. Yep, there we go, there's one. No, it's not there. Okay, carefully. Right, so... hamsters... No. No, didn't think that'd be it, damn it. Oh. Okay, this one isn't on yet. There we go. And Gundam was there. So that would be when that broke off. There we go. Stock 2. Give it to me. No, that's already there, so that doesn't need it. Yep, at that time. No, that's not right. Yuka can't sleep. No. So what goes there then? Oh, there we go. No? That's the broken button. Oh. No. I'm doing something wrong here. There we go. Still want more? Yeah, there we go. Whew. Stock 3, okay. No? Ah, oh, damn it, I'm close already to death. Wrapping wire, wrapping wire. Nope, that's not that one. No, it wasn't what they... Alarm set for 5:30. There we go. Okay, there's one. Man, this one's a tough one. There we go. Okay, final last stop. I don't want to do this one. Echo Maru. I am so sad that he's gone.
Yes. Here's everything that happened in this case.
Oh.
Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime. First, they destroyed the contact elevator.
Yep.
This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House.
So then they'll be cleared of it.
Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours.
Yep.
Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m.
Yep.
After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room.
Yep.
This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else. That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building.
Yep.
On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason.
I'm still upset about him dying.
There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m. But by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Taichi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that.
That's free.
However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon.
Yep. They tampered with his clock.
First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building's structure that they used to kill Nekomaru.
Yep.
Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower.
Yep. And there we see him dangling.
When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending. And Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful.
And
placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall.
Very clever trick, though. It was a very clever trick.
With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out.
The clocks went off.
The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others.
Sorry if you can hear the music.
When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully.
I'm sorry about the music.
Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob. But because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking.
Yep. And down he went into the pillar.
Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died.
Oh, wow.
The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room.
That was
They
true.
also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
I'm trying to stop the music from coming out. Gundam.
That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
Splendid. That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe.
My mum does not care if I get copyright.
You killed Nekomaru?
Yep,
I cannot believe something like that.
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
And Gundam's gonna be found guilty. That was still very difficult. God damn. Yeah, I didn't think I'd get a great grade. God damn it, that was really difficult. God damn.
This result isn't all that exciting. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong
It's
one?
definitely the right choice.
Please pull the lever!
What?
Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part!
Well. And it's Gundam.
It'd be bad if I bit my tongue again, so I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results, you guys were correct once again! Getting 4 never have had any mistakes is a splendid achievement. That's right, for the one who killed the robotic Nekomaru in the amazing funhouse.
Yeah!
Was Gundam Tanaka!
Nice!
Yay! I said it all without biting my tongue.
Now then.
Now that we've decided who the killer is, let's do the execution already and get this over with.
Hold on! It's true that the class trial is finished, but that doesn't mean the incident is over. We can't finish it until we hear it from Gundam.
Jeez.
No matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either. Just do whatever you like.
Fall.
Why do you want to talk to the one who is lost? The loser merely leaves. It would be unnecessary for me to say something.
Listen well.
Is what I would like to say, but for honor's sake, I shall correct one thing. Correct?
How pitiful.
You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake. So he actually fought Nekomaru. Holy God!
Fine.
Nekomaru did fight. That is no mistake. And because he fought, he lost and died.
Damn it!
Lost and died?
This
If he was trying to
must be the will
cling
of
to life,
causality.
there are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that.
You.
What do you mean? Explain!
Fine. I shall reveal it all.
Let's make history.
Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse, and I devised a killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower. And this is what happened. Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say I expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent and instantly understood the situation. And we had ourselves a stare down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away, or even called for help. Hello? Just asking for a kiss to good night, hold on. Back for the climax. Kiss to kiss. My little brother's funny. That was cute. But he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose a fight that risked life and death.
That is...
Fight that risked life and death?
Let me
He
tell
was
you
serious
this.
too. He gave it his all to try to kill me.
Huh?
Yep. If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would never know why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself.
I can see
Nobody
it.
would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing.
Could it be?
Nekomaru really did that?
Yeah, I'd imagine that.
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
This scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
I would actually expect him to say that.
That's a great line.
And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, Lords of Darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I need not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
Wow.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got.
Nekomaru Nidai, your blood will drench the foundation of my empire!
Well.
That is...
Why? Why did you fight? We were all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong.
I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you.
Let me tell you
However,
this.
I must say this. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die?
You
There's
weakling!
nothing courageous about that. That is an abandonment. A mere feeling of resignation. Well.
Wait, are you telling us just to wait until we starve to death? I'd rather have that happen to us than have our friends kill each other. Huh? Do you mean that you'd rather die?
Fall,
Ever since
my
we
tears.
were locked inside that building, everyone had been dominated by the feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up.
If you flinch,
Giving up
you
on
will die!
life, that's just an insult to life itself.
Let me ask.
Have you fools heard of the term dog eat dog?
Cannibalism?
Fine.
In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their lifespan engage in cannibalism.
Listen
That
well.
is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up on life itself?
I shall
If a
engulf this
world
world.
would consider that justice, then I will fight that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy towards life.
I renounce you!
It is a violation of the natural order. It is the arrogance of humanity.
You...
Are you saying all that to try to justify what you did? But it sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right?
Damn it.
Fine.
That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I've already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I have betrayed you all. That is the absolute truth.
Fall,
but
my tears.
Even so, don't you think it's a better alternative to slowly starving to death here?
Oh.
That belief is why you committed your crime?
You...
Hey, what about the final dead room? Did you do the Russian roulette too?
Let's make
Unlike
history.
Nagito, I only did it once, but compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was mere child's play.
Well?
You know, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that, well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without much resistance.
Gundam, don't tell me you didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? I cannot believe you would ask such a foolish question.
My name
Just who
is
do you think I am?
Tanaka.
I am Gundam Tanaka, history's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I'd sacrifice myself for the sake of you fools.
Fade
Not
like
in a
dust
million,
in the wind.
not in a billion, not even 10,000 billion years. In the name of pandemonium, it is impossible. Is that it? Then I'll just leave it at that. Now then, let us be rid of this foolish talk. It's about time the fun started. Monokuma, let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Yay, got it. I have prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka.
Please wait!
This is just too much.
I beg of you!
Monokuma, please help Gundam.
Huh? Miss Sonia?
I beg of you!
She's starstruck for him. Oh, and he's gonna die right in front of her.
How
Sonia. An act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not befit a noble such as yourself.
Gundam. It's fine to start for reals, right?
Fine.
Yes, I do not mind. However...
What is it, my four dark devas of destruction?
What?
Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared four dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end!
He knows what he feels.
Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
Let's give it everything we've got!
Goodbye,
It's
Gundam.
punishment time!
Yeah, he's going. How's he gonna go out, though? Game over. Gundam has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Oh, pulling him by the hair. Whoa. Whoa. What? Gundam Tanaka stamp. Oh no, he's gonna be run over with like... Jesus, he is gonna be... Yeah, I'm gonna finish up soon. Oh my god. He's being run over by animals. He's being run over by balls, lions. He's going to be torn to pieces. Couldn't he? Oh. Oh my. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, little chipmunks. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to end it here, guys, because now people are asleep in my house. I have to end it here. Wow, that was one hell of a class trial. I have no words. That was probably the most clever class trial so far. And apparently it's going to get even better from here. So, all I can really say now, guys, is thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you want any more from me. And I'll see you in the next video. Sonaja, guys. I'll most certainly see you next time.